Hey, it's Monique and Alexis from FVREB Realty.
We are coming at you with our January market update, where we're going to talk about what happened in December 2022.
Here we go.
So, what we're seeing as an overall trend is drops.
Just think downward arrows.
Yeah, everything.
Except for one, which we'll be telling you about soon.
Hold on tight.
That's right.
So detached homes in Abbotsford had a 65% drop over the last year.
Okay, not surprising.
In sales, yep. Which is the same as the entire Fraser Valley. They had a 26.5% drop from last month.
Okay.
So that's a pretty big drop.
Yep.
The average price dropped by 29.3% and 14% in the last month alone.
That's significant.
That's a big number.
That's a big drop. Did you know that also now our average price for detached homes is now under $1 million?
Fireworks, you guys.
Yeah, it went from 1.36 to 906,000.
We are under the $1 million mark for an average home in Abbotsford.
That is significant.
That's exciting.
All right, next.
Apartments. They had a 61% drop in sales last year. Just over 33% in the last month drop. Their average price dropped by 17.4% in the last year.
Okay.
But their average price only dropped by 1.3% in the last month.
Okay, all right. Seeing some stabilizing there, potentially.
They're holding steady. Yep.
Might be too soon to see, but we'll find out next month.
Check out. Townhouses. I feel like we're always talking about townhouses.
They are the drama queen of the housing types.
So we saw a 40% drop in sales from last year.
Okay, a little bit less than the rest.
Yep. But, and this is the big, wow.
Wait for it.
They had an increase in sales in the last month by 17.4%.
That's huge.
That's really big.
That's huge.
Those are single digits.
And that is against the trend of Fraser Valley.
Fraser Valley has dropped on average by 19%.
Okay.
So we're 40% higher than what's happening.
Yeah, literally a magical unicorn right now doing this.
So it's too soon to see if it's a trend.
That's right.
But the overall average price dropped by 21.7% over the last year.
Yep.
And 8.6% in the last month.
Yeah. So let's talk about townhouses and why that potentially happens. Why there's
everyone's curious.
An increase in sales.
Yeah.
Now, we have a couple theories, and obviously we don't know for sure. There's lots of nuances when it comes to market activity. But one thing that we might suspect is just basically a lack of supply of townhouses in Abbotsford. You know, compared to Langley has so many
and they've townhouses that were not affected by the announcement on November 24th,
right?
Which is that there is no age and rental restrictions on townhouses.
Yeah, that's huge.
That is very large.
That opens it up to so many people, especially young families, to buy a townhouse, or at least to have more options to buy a townhouse, especially here in Abbotsford when there's lots of 19 plus, 35, 45 plus townhomes.
Yeah. Because again, even though we just broke under $1 million for the average cost for a detached home, the average price for a townhouse is just shy of $600,000.
Yeah.
So it is a lot more affordable for these young families who don't want to or can't be in an apartment. I can't afford children, so it doesn't work for us.
Yeah, and if they can't afford a detached home, and that leaves them with townhouses. But when you have a lack of supply in one city, that really affects things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's our theory.
So that's the theory. We're excited to. I'm not even excited. We're curious.
That's right.
To see. As a lot of stratas scramble to vote and decide if they are going to implement a 55 plus, which is what they are allowing, or if they're going to make their previously age-restricted complexes now family-friendly.
Yeah. And if you have any opinions about this and how you feel it's going to go, feel free to give us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you.
Everybody has an opinion. Tell us yours.
We like to hear them.
Yeah. Another thing that could be affecting is the
Bank of Canada interest rates. So we're not going to see another meeting until January 25th.
Yep.
So we don't have any news right now, but a lot of experts are expecting a little baby rate hike.
Yeah. So still still a bit of an increase,
Yes.
but not by a lot.
We'll let you know next month
Yeah.
how that goes.
So that's all we have for our monthly update.
Hope you had a great holiday.
Yeah.
New Year's and Christmas. I haven't seen you since then.
Hopefully you are powering through and hitting all of those
News resolutions.
resolutions. Curious to see if you're willing to share any resolutions that you've managed to successfully complete in the past.
Would also be curious about that.
Yeah. And maybe if you're feeling brave, tell us what your resolutions are for this year.
And if you're brave, then we'll be brave. I'll run and tell ours.
Okay.
See you next time.